Hi, everybody. I'm Morton Kondracke. Thank you. So, Ann Udall is such a sport. I mean, she's so naturally funny in and of herself that she didn't steal any of the lines that she and I were trading while Dr. Sachs was speaking. As in, when he mentioned hallucination, we thought this is the most hallucinatory town in the entire planet, right? Also the most psychotic. And if we could get some Artane, we get sufficient amounts of it, I could take it, maybe 20 pills of it or so. Turn on Wolf Blitzer, and he would announce that a certain group in the Congress had suddenly disappeared, right? So I thought that the Ronald Reagan building actually was the part of the Department of Commerce. I mean, that's how much. So I'm glad to discover that it must be obviously part of the private sector. Otherwise, we would be all having hot dogs out on the street, right? So it's good to be here. Anyway, so my purpose here tonight is to award to Monnie Lindsay the Millie Kondracke Award for outstanding advocacy. My late wife was one of the early Parkinson's advocates who used to persuade members of Congress that Parkinson's was a serious disease by walking into their offices, telling her story and talking about her fears, then bursting into tears. And it always worked, right? They always signed up. So Monnie can do it without tears, right? Sometimes. So Monnie is a true rock star. She is one of our great advocates. And like Millie, she's served as the face of the disease in her community, specifically in Nebraska, and she's tirelessly educated members of Congress and her own state legislature about Parkinson's and the needs of Parkinson's patients. She is a Georgetown law graduate. She co-authored the Parkinson's Community's suggested new definition of Parkinson's disease for the Department of Health and Human Services. She learns everything she can about Parkinson's. She was responsible for getting the Nebraska Health Accountable Care Act process to recognize the special needs of Parkinson's patients. She single-handedly persuaded Senator Mike Johans, Republican of Nebraska, to be a member of the Parkinson's caucus in Congress, and she's been a PAN stalwart for years. She's been Nebraska State Director. I guess you still are, right? She's been on the board of directors twice. We just anointed her again. She was there for a 4-year period, then she had to be off for a year. Today we re-upped her, and as I said to her when she got re-upped, now you're in it for life, as I am. So for all of these reasons, Monnie, we're awarding you the Millie Kondracke Award for Outstanding Advocacy, and I can think of no one more deserving than you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mort. It is such a great honor to be presented with this Millie Kondracke Award tonight. I'm both excited and humbled to be given this award named after Millie, with her indomitable spirit and dedication to advocacy. I want to thank Amy and the entire PAN staff, the PAN Board of Directors, and my fellow advocates all across the country for your tireless efforts on behalf of the cause. Thank you to my extended family and my friends. You support me intellectually, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. I couldn't do this work without you. And last but absolutely not least, thank you to the love of my life, Dennis Schmidt, who took me into his heart 6 years ago and 14 years into this disease, and has been my rock ever since. When I was diagnosed with Parkinson's at age 38, I did not know that Parkinson's ran in my family, but my mother and her brother were both diagnosed more than 8 years after I had been diagnosed. And I lost my mother in the past year and her brother, my mother to cancer and her brother to Parkinson's. I'm angry at Parkinson's for what it's taken from me. It has robbed me of my mobility and my independence. I can no longer walk without a walker. I've lost what author Juan Gabriel Vasquez calls that pernicious illusion of control. I'm constantly negotiating to reestablish that illusion. Just take a simple lunch with friends. How do I time my meds so I won't be dyskinetic? Will my walker fit in their car? How many steps into the restaurant? Parkinson's demands that you be flexible because you never know when your best laid plans may go awry. With time, I've learned to peacefully coexist with the disease. And I've allowed Parkinson's to be my guide. It's taken me to places that I never would have gone and led me to people that I never would have met. One of the places that it led me was the Parkinson's Action Network. In PAN, I found an outlet for my legal and advocacy skills. I love my work with PAN, from speaking to support groups in Nebraska to interacting with fellow advocates at the forum, to advocating on the Hill, to sitting on PAN's board of directors. But PAN's work is far from done. The NIH budget is at its lowest inflation-adjusted level in more than a decade. Less science is being done, with the result that fewer cures will be found. We must prevail upon Congress to overturn sequestration and fund scientific research at strong and sustained levels. Medical research is our hope. Parkinson's is relentless, but we can be relentless too. I'm not letting this disease take me down without a fight. It's not over until we say it's over. Thank you.